Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna give you guys I'm trying to make sure my brightness is up. I'm trying to make sure everything's put together. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys word or whatever. If you're new here, comment, like, and subscribe. The reason why you subscribe here so I can fill you with the word of God. We all go through stuff. We all be like upset and stuff like that. We feel like God's not hearing us. God's not here, but He is here for you. And I'm going to remind you that He's here for you. I'm gonna try my very best every day to give you the word of God and like tell you like He's here. He hears you regardless about what anybody else says. He loves you. He's gonna always make sure you're okay. He always makes sure I'm okay. I'm just a crybaby, but we're not gonna get into all that. But yeah, I'm just gonna tell y'all what it says, the word, because that's y'all came here for. So I'm trying to see. It says so. That's it. So that it might save us. It can never save you. Only He can. Are you clinging to a symbol of God or trusting in the real thing? So basically, I think that means like, do you believe God can take you through any situation? So whether that's struggle in your finance, do you think that God can save you in that situation? I think He can. So why don't you think that He can save you in that situation? Why do you think that God will let you be broke forever or hurting forever? God doesn't let us be hurting forever or broke forever or any of that. No type of pain we experience on earth is not like a lasting thing. And I know sometimes it feel like that because it feel like that for me at times. It feel like, this pain gonna last forever. Excuse me, He's not gonna come through. But all in reality, if you really look at it, name a time where God didn't come through for you. Name a time where you just was struggling forever and you was like, dang, like He never came through for me. That never happened, right? Because He always came through for you. And like I said, me and before I gave y'all the word or whatever, I'm a crybaby. So I feel like when God started asking me at a certain time, I cry because it's like I feel like He not hearing me, but the whole time He's saying like I do hear you, but just wait until I give you what I'm gonna give you. I have not forgot about you. You let people get in your ear and convince you that I forgot about you because you let people say to you, "Oh, well, God didn't hear you," or if He heard you, He answered you by now. You have to understand everything is according to God's timing. So whenever He feels the need that you deserve it, or He feel like you waited long enough, He's going to give it to you. But if He feel like you're not praying every day, or you're not believing what He says, why would He help you? Basically, if you're not gonna believe what He says. I said this a lot to myself, like, okay, I have to believe that God's gonna come through for me. I have to believe that He's not gonna, have me alone. He's not gonna let me fight this battle alone. He's not gonna let me cry forever. We're gonna cry eventually. It's not the fact that we're weak. No, we're just hurting, and it's okay to hurt. It's okay to be sad. It's okay. But at the end of the day, we still have to remember that God is in control and that He will come through for us at the time being that He wants to. We cannot rush God's timing. His timing is different from ours. Let's say you pray to get rid of cancer and you've been praying this prayer for so long, but you like, dang, this cancer still here. I had this cancer since like 40 years. Tomorrow might be your last day of facing cancer. You never know when that blessing gonna come in. So just because you're praying and it's not happening right then and there, don't mean it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen for you eventually, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. No one knows basically when God is gonna answer your prayer. We can have faith all day long, but we don't know when He's gonna hear from heaven and be like, okay, I hear my child calling, I hear my child crying, I hear they need my help or whatever. We don't know what time God is gonna do what He's gonna do. But at the end of the day, we have to be alert and know at the end of the day, like, God hears us. And if we don't have friends like that, me personally, I have friends, but some people I don't go to when I'm sad because I feel like, for one, they're going to judge me. For two, they're going to be like, well, it's not that deep. And for three, yeah, they just going to judge me overall. So I feel like when I'm down and I'm, upset, I just text myself like little reminders like God heard you. And I know it might sound crazy, but at the end of the day, I do what works for me. And it works for me at the end of the day. It works for me very well. If I have to remind myself every day, I don't care what day it is. If I have to remind myself right now, God heard you, God hears you, just continue reading your word, just continue reading your Bible. I'm going to do that because it works for me. You don't have to do that if you don't want to do that. That's just what I do. I have a special connection with God. So I tell God everything that I go through. everything that happens to me. I tell him, even before it happened, I'm like, well, I feel like this gonna happen or that's gonna happen, and I don't want that to happen. So can you just like make a way that it don't happen for me? You make a way that um whoever I call back or whoever I talk to, the conversation goes very well. It's no bad talks. It's no bad no bad talks. We're not arguing, not doing none of that. And guess what? He come through for me at the end of the day. That's because I tell him every single thing. I don't leave out anything. Like I said in my last video, you don't leave out important details. Whatever's hurting you, he's gonna come through. You have to really break it down. Okay, me and this person, you have to tell him, me and this person been talking for 8 years now. I feel like, you know, they ain't been caring to me like they did in the beginning. They ain't been, checking in with me like they used to. They ain't been like take me out like they used to. You have to really get into detail. The more you get into detail, God's gonna look at. He's gonna say, okay, you're getting in full detail. I know what's going on with you, but I need you to expand more. Just like when you want to understand your professor and you need them to break stuff down to you when you don't understand your professor right away or you don't understand your mom right away. Whoever it is, he makes sure that person breaks it down for you so you can get a better understanding. Me personally, I have my professors break stuff down to me all the time. I'm also break down, so they're not breaking anything down to me. Thank God for that, because my head been hurting. So I don't want to deal with that right now. But I'm just saying, for example, God makes sure a person really break stuff down to the point where we understand. I feel like if that person is not trying to break it down with me, I don't force them to break it down. I just be like, okay, I get it. But in the back of my head, God know I'm saying, like, I don't get what they're saying. And it's not clicking. It's not following through with me. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to push them to see, I'm not understanding you, because then they're going to get upset with me. And I'm not going to go through that because you're making me upset because I'm not understanding you. So you're not going to make me cry, make me feel some kind of way because you're not articulating your words correctly in a way that I can understand what's going on for real. So it's like, you can't get mad at me. And for those who are new here, I have learning disability and it's comprehension understanding. So for me to understand something, I have to it's like you have to tell me different ways, or you have to you have to tell me in different ways for me to understand, because my comprehension level is not there. Sometimes it be like going off to another world. So it's like when you explain something to me, it's like certain stuff, it'll be like blah 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 blah. So it's like it's not clicking. But when it finally clicks for me and I get what you're saying, especially if you break it down a lot, I'm gonna get it like, oh, that's what you were saying. But if you don't really break it down to me, how can I know what you're saying out your mouth if you're not gonna break it down to me? How would I know? So that's why I tell people all the time, when you're talking to me full face, even if we're not on the phone, even if we're not full face together, what I mean by full face, if we in like face to face conversation, we're face to face and you're not breaking stuff down to me, how am I gonna get it? How would I get the message that you're displaying? I'm not gonna get it if you're not gonna, have a conversation and not gonna break it down to me. I'm not gonna get it. It's like it's not gonna click for me. But if you break it down like this, what I was telling you, and I know you had mentioned your disability. Some people I don't mention it to because I feel like that's private. But if I mention it to you, then we like this. We close and bond. We close, and I can tell you that. But if we not close and bond, I'm not gonna tell you nothing at all. But if we close like this, like super tight, I'm gonna let you know, friend or whoever I'm talking to. This why I don't get you. This why, it's hard for me to understand what's going on. But if we ain't close like this, baby, that's not ever coming out my mouth. I'm gonna let you know that. For those who are new here, that's not gonna come out of my mouth. But if you're my friend for years, or you been my man for years, something like that, I will let you know that. But if we not that close like this, like I said, 2 peas in a pot, I feel like that's too early on. And I feel like you should not know that about me. But, if I tell you that, then I mess with you for real. But if I don't tell you that, that don't mean I don't mess with you like that. That just means I'm not ready to tell you that side of me. And because I feel like once I tell people that, they treat me different. They look at me different. They be like, oh, I don't want to talk to this girl no more. She retarded. So that's why I said I keep that from them. And I don't let them know that. And then when I feel comfortable and I pray about it first, I tell God, like, do you think I should tell, I'm just use the name for example. Do you think I should tell Zach about my learning disability. If God tell me no, guess what? Zach ain't gonna know. So it's like I'm not gonna tell Zach what's going on with me. But if he tell me like, nah, I'll tell him, he gonna be cool about it, you know. If he tell me to tell Zach, I'ma tell Zach, and we gonna be cool. But if he tell me like, nah, this ain't the right time to do this, you need to wait a couple more years. You know, you don't know him like that really for real, so take it slow with him. You know, he gonna let me know. So yeah, basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was I looking at? So yeah, um, God is always, you know, working stuff out. But he's always in the midst of everything. So it's not that he's not missing out on. He looks at everything that goes on this earth. He doesn't forget about you. So he's gonna make sure you're good. And then that you have to trust him and know that he's working everything out for you. Just like it says, um, he's the only one that can save you. So he's the only one that can save you from the hurt. He's the only one that can save you from past trauma. He's the only one that can save you from heartbreak. He's the only one that can get you through every single thing. Your friends and all that, they can't really get you through nothing. And they don't know none of their stuff to even be telling you nothing for real. So it's like, you know, for them to, I'm not saying that, you know, they don't have good intentions. But most of your friends, it's like, they're not going to really feel what you feel. They're not going to really go off what you say. Because people got a different perspective. People going to say stuff in a way that you don't want to hear. That's another reason why I try not to vent to people. And that's another reason why I try not to, you know, tell people what I deal with. Because at the end of the day, I feel like all they're going to say is just like, you know, it's not that deep. But for God, it is deep for him. Because he knows exactly how you feel. He knows exactly how, you know, you're going back to the situation. He knows exactly everything. So he's gonna tell you like, okay, if you believe in me, then I will help you out with this situation. But if you don't believe me, I'm gonna help you out, basically. So it's like you have to go to him. I feel like you should go to him for everything, and you stop calling your friends outside, because your friends, they're not good. Some of them are not good advocates, and they can't, if they trying to give you advice and they don't take their own advice, that should tell you something right there. So it's like, how they gonna tell you something, but they ain't taking their own advice? Like, you know, if they telling you, you know, you shouldn't do this, this, and that, but they doing the same thing, what is that about you said for me then, is what I'm looking at. You know, you telling me not to do it, but you wouldn't have did it. So it's like, what are you, what type of example are you setting? That's what I said. It's best to pray about the situation. It's best to tell God and be really sincere with telling him everything, so he can go back and reflect and look at, you know, what he needs to do for you. So, like I said, he's gonna make sure everything makes sense to you. Your friend is not gonna let everything make sense, because they're gonna be like, oh, I'm getting frustrated. Oh, well, you're not understanding. Oh, this, oh, this. They're gonna have 1,000 questions. God is not gonna have 1,000 questions. He's gonna know right off back what you're not understanding. Just like for me, he knows why I don't understand him at times. He knows why, you know, I act how I act when I get emotional. He knows that stuff already. So it ain't nothing that he don't know. Other people that's in my life right now, they don't know about me, like getting emotional when stuff don't go right for me. He understands. It's not the fact that I want to get emotional. It's the fact that this stuff is really hurting me and it's taking a toll on me. It's not the fact that I just say out of my mouth, oh, I just want to cry or whatever. No, it's not me. I don't want to cry. So it's like, but see somebody else that's looking in that don't know me, they're going to think, oh, she just want to cry. You know, she just want attention. But that's not always it with everybody. So, like I said, pray and ask God to help you. Stop calling your friends, because they can't even help themselves up with their situation. So how they going to help you? If they can't help themselves, how are they going to help you? We all go through things in life. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with having friends, but at the end of the day, some stuff you should keep from your friends, some stuff you shouldn't keep from your friends. If God helped you out with a situation you were stressed out about, don't tell them, because they was the same person that told you, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't be doing that, and God helped you out with that situation. So, me personally, I wouldn't even tell my friend, whoever it was that I was talking to, about the situation. If he did, you know, come to terms and help you out, I wouldn't even come to my friend and like tell him that he did it anyway, because they was already in doubt. You know, if they was already doubting him before that and saying like he's not gonna help you, why would you go out your way to tell him that he did help you? You know, make it make sense, because it don't. You finna tell them that he helped you out with the situation when you literally just told him yourself you're not gonna tell nobody at all. So it's like you have to keep your word with God at the end of the day. But yeah, I hope this video is very, explainable and it makes sense to you guys. Let me know, because I want to make sure my videos are making sense. I want to make sure y'all can feel what I feel. You can get understanding from here. Like I said, if you're new here and you never seen my channel before, welcome, because now you're gonna see more of me. You're gonna see me, talk about God a lot. You're gonna see me maybe outside when I go outside. You're gonna see me go to school. You're gonna see me do a lot of things, but my content is strictly on God. So you're gonna see me doing content about Him. You might see me in my room. You might see me outside doing it. At the end of the day, His words are going to get spreaded. Whether I'm outside, whether I'm in school, whether I'm wherever, it's going to get spread at the end of the day. So I'm not going to make this video no longer than it needs to be, but I just be trying to get my message across here. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow in my next video. I'm thinking, I'm gonna give y'all another video on this. Well, not the same topic. I'm looking for another topic, but I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye, loves.